Hello everybody and welcome to barre class. We're gonna go through a no equipment full body barre routine, mainly focusing on the lower body, the legs, the calves, the feet and ankles. So just make sure you have something to hold on to, a mat to stand on, and we're gonna get started with a feel good warm up. When you're ready, step away from your barre, meet me hip width apart, toes spread wide. Let's roll out those shoulders, bring them up, back and down, full smooth circle, opening up through the chest, maybe adding a soft knee bend or plie through those legs. Inhales and exhales with me, one more shoulder roll. Let's sweep those arms up, inhale, reach. Exhale, push that air away, grow taller in your body, really lifting up out of your hips. Two more. One more with me. Very good. From here, go wider with your stance, soft knees, swing your hips side to side. Gentle rock of those hips, starting to find those abdominals and mobilizing, loosening up through our hips and legs. Have fun with this, maybe adding a little movement through those shoulders and your rib cage, mobilizing those major joints. Breathing with me, few more here. Let's go 4, 3, 2, 1. Sweep your arms side and front. Maybe pushing the backs of the hands back in space, a little back behind you. Keeping our rib cage heavy and zip through that center. Adding some movement through the wrists and the fingers. Out and in. 2 more. Nice. From here, walking back in hip width, choosing to hold on or let go of your barre. Join me in a smooth march, marching one knee up at a time, bracing through our core. If you're craving a little more, maybe interlace those fingers and add a hand pull down. So I'm stacking my shoulders over my hips, really marching from my hips and abs. Arms are optional, find your ranging groove, reaching that knee away from you, growing taller. 8. 4 more with me. Finishing out with our butt kicks, bending one knee, bringing your heel towards your seat. Little weight transfer side to side, lifting up out of those hip bones and finding those hamstrings. Last few here. Let's make our way over to our barre, finding our foot pedals. We're hip width apart. You're gonna begin to lift one heel at a time. A nice easy pedal through those feet. Making sure we're in that neutral pelvis, shoulders over hips, braced and zipped abdominals. Tracking those knees, toes long and spread wide. Sending energy like a puppet on a string out the top of our head. Few more pedals. 4. 2 more, 2. From here, staying hip width apart, organizing the body, you're gonna lift both heels up and down. Smooth lift and lower. Here we go. Lift up and down. Our knees are straight here, but we're never locked in those knees. Feel that activation through the calves, back of leg, bracing through our core and fighting for that length, growing taller with each repetition. 1 more here. Now a plie, bend both knees. We bend both knees, straighten both knees, lift those heels up and down. 1 plie, 1 elevate, heel lift, knees bend, heels lift. 1 plie. Focus on your alignment here. Quality of movement, tracking the knees, and imagining like you're inside a paper towel tube. Stay right in the center through both of these motions. 2 more. Last set here. Back into those single heel lifts, moving into our walking pedal. Really mobilizing and preparing the lower body for class. Few more here. 4 more pedals. 4, 2, 1. Still hip width apart, maybe widening your stance just a hair. You're gonna sink and hinge into an imaginary chair. Let's find our chair pose, taking a moment to pull up and in through our ribs and center, getting ready to rise up from this chair, standing up for 2 and hinging back for 2. Feeling that kind of seesaw relationship of the lower and upper body, starting to find that co-contraction of abs and glutes up. Can we really lift up out of the hips without leaning back as we rise out of our chair? Pushing the mat away. Few more here. And down. Soft tracking joints, mind to muscle connection. Beautiful open chest. Keeping that spine long and supported, chest lifted and open. Few more here, and then we'll meet in our chair. Let's find that chair pose and hold. Pulling up through those deep low abs and ribs, rolling our shoulders back, toes long and spread wide. Staying in our chair, let's revisit our lift and lower of both heels. Lifting those heels smooth up and lowering them down. Working more load into those calves and legs. Smooth down, smooth up. Thinking about a kitten heel versus a stiletto here. Using your core as much as those legs. Quality of movement. Just like the foundation of a house, our feet are the foundation for the rest of our body. So taking some time to really give them some care, addressing that mobility and strength. Smooth down, smooth up. Few more here. Trying to stay low in that chair, knowing you can always come higher up as an option. Now, leaving it up to you, either heels down or up, little pulses of your seat back down, an inch, up an inch. So option to take this heel lift with me, or always knowing you have the option to lower to flat feet here. I want you to think about sinking those hips back like you're sitting into a low chair, keeping that support through those deep low abs. We go down and up, down and up. Few more here, really feeling that work into those glutes. Down and up, working that strength and endurance. 4, 3, 2, find your hold. Choosing to stay holding onto your bar, or maybe choosing to let go. Anchor those toes, holding here. 4-second balance. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully out. Give those legs a well-deserved shake, shake, shake. I'll wiggle through those hips, and you're gonna meet me in our second position next. Hello, Aria. So, finding a wide, powerful stance, zipping up through our center, one hand on your bar, other hand to the side, plie and rise. We go plie and lift. Soft bend, activate, making sure we push the mat away and activate through inner thighs, pelvic floor, and abs, tracking those knees. Down and up. 4 more with me. 4. Focusing on your alignment and softness through those joints. Now stay on hold. One heel lifts, other heel lifts. Up and down. Keeping that activation through inner outer thighs, soft tracking of those knees. Up and down. Lift, lower. 4 more, and then we'll meet with our heels down. 4, 3, 2 more with me. Now from here, big side bend over and pull the elbow by the thigh. Choosing to stay in your plie or rising to straight legs as a great option. Listen to your body. Reach and carve, big rainbow stretch. Finding our core and working that strength and stability through this hold in this plie. Breath and movement as one here, guys. Feel that carve reach. Last 4 here, we got this 4. Feel that reach. Last 2 here. 1 more with me. come on up. Give those legs a shake. Maybe taking a quick calf or quad stretch with me. And then we're gonna meet for our carousel horse. So taking your right leg in front, your left leg behind you, separating out that stance and making sure that we're hip width apart. A lift to your back heel, toes long and spread wide. A soft bend through both knees. We soften down for 2. We lift up for 2. You don't need to go deep down. And at the degree of the deepness of your bend, make sure there's about a 90-degree angle. If that back leg is too far forward, we're gonna load that knee too much. We wanna find inner, outer thighs. We wanna find glutes here. We go down and up, working that nice full range through the lower body. Down for 2, up for 2. 2 more here. Find your challenge point and hold. Little lift up an inch, down an inch. Little lift and lower. It's teeny, teeny, tiny. You are barely moving here. Knees are tracking forward. We're pulled up and in through that center. We're soft in the knees, powerful in those legs. 4 more pliés. 4, 3, 2. Now stay down, hold, maybe choosing to float front heel up for your balance. One arm can reach overhead, maybe both. 4-second balance here. 4, 3, 2, release. Shake out those legs. Maybe join me in a quick figure 4 or quad stretch, and then we'll get ready to move into our first position. When you are ready, holding on with one hand, finding a small V of your feet, finding a lift through your center. What we'll do is we're gonna bend the knees, forming a diamond shape. You'll lift the heels, you'll zip and stretch the legs, lowering down. When you're ready, you've got plie, heel lift, rising up and down. If you'd like, maybe add a ballet arm, coming down, chest overhead and open side. Arm is optional. Focus on what feels best to your body. Feeling the connection, the wrapping of the glutes, the lift through the inner thighs, the stability through those calves. Channeling a sense of ease in the joints, length and power to those muscles, lots of length to our spine. We're back inside that paper towel tube. Stay right in the center. Bend, lift, rise. One more here. Now, keeping the knees straight, straight up and down. We go, lift, lower, straight knees, calf raises. Feeling the glutes, feeling the abs. If you're craving a little more, maybe you try these elevates without your bar, keeping that knitted heaviness to our rib cage. Really feeling those calves and legs. Maintaining that alignment. 4, 3, controlling, magnetizing inner thighs. Lift and hold for your balance. Lift through the inner thighs, lift up out of the hips. Melt the shoulders down the back. Holding here. 4, 3, 2, release. Quick release, wiggle out those toes, circle out those ankles, and we'll get ready to move into our heel connect. So for this heel connect, you're gonna lift from your first position and you're gonna walk those heels so that they glue together. So there's a small separation V to the feet. We're gonna go straight down for 2 and then really pressing the heels together to activate inner thighs, pelvic floor, bending down, zipping up. So looking at me from the side, I'm staying stacked and tall. I've got a slight elevation to my heels, always knowing you have the option to remain on flat feet. Listen to your body melting down, zipping up. We're thinking about relaxing on the way down, zipping on the way up. Inhales and exhales. Can we really find that connection into our core as we lift those legs? 2 more. 1 more, now stay down and hold. Find that chair position again. So you're in heel connect. The knees are forming a diamond shape. From here, we're gonna rise to a stacked body, straight legs. So you zip and straighten, and then you find this V chair. Really feeling the glutes now as the star of the exercise. Rising straight and hinging into that chair. Always know you can lower those heels. We rise. Feel those abs and glutes working together. Press and rise. I'm coming about 90% straight through my knees here. So I'm really feeling that lift and power through my abs and glutes. We rise up, finding that low, powerful chair. Push your mat away. Strong front and back body here. Now find that chair, little up and inch, down inch. So now we're staying in that hinge, connecting into the glutes, soft diamond shape to the knees, pressing those heels together. Little lift, lower, up and down, feeling that load into those glutes, supported from our core. Lift, lower, up and down. Home stretch here, this side. Last 4 with me. You've got 4. You've got 3, 2, stay down, hold. Optional balance. 1 or both arms, or staying onto that bar, holding 4, 3, 2, release. Circle out those ankles. I'm gonna take a nice lunge stretch just to open up my hips. Of the leg that's extended behind me, I'm taking that arm, so it's my right leg, and I'm side bending over to the left, reaching my right arm overhead, getting a nice front body hip and torso opener, and switching sides. Take any stretch that feels best to your body. Up and over. Big breaths. I'm gonna take a moment to stretch out my quads, and then what we'll do together is you're gonna reorient yourself so that your chair, your countertop is on the other side. So you're either gonna flip yourself around or move your chair or whatever you're using as your bar today. All right, so feel free to pause the video, grab a sip of water. We will get ready for side 2. So we're gonna meet hip width apart, taking a second to find that center toe spread wide. Slow motion, both heels lift and lower. When you're ready, lift for 2. Lift up for 2 and down for 2. Focus on your quality of movement on the way up and down. Smooth up, even smoother down. Up for 2 and down for 2. I'm feeling my calves as the star, but also feeling that lift and activation to my glutes and hamstrings here. 2 more. 1 more. Lowering the heels, flat-footed chair. We hinge down for 2. We lift up for 2 to straight legs and a stacked body. So really working that hinging, tracking nice soft knees over those toes. Few more here. I'm feeling that connection, core and glutes. Keeping my shoulders back, my throat nice and open. 2 more. Now meet me down, staying here. Both heels lift for 2. We lift them up. For 2, we lower down. For 2, trying not to rely too much on our bar, really controlling our own balance, our own alignment. Smooth lift, trying to stay low in that chair with me. Up for 2, pulling up and in through that center, protecting and supporting that spine always. 2 more here. Now, if you can lift and hold those heels, we pulse the hips down an inch, up an inch. Heels lifted or feet flat. Listen to your body. Really spice this right into those glutes. Little down and up. Breathing through this burn. Soft joints, powerful muscles. 4, 3, 2. Let's stay down and hold. Choosing to hold onto your bar or taking a balance, reaching our arms overhead, maybe sinking a little lower into that chair. 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake out those legs, wiggle out those hips, and let's join together in our second position. lifting through the center, rolling those shoulders back, plies down and up, soft, activate. We go down and up, smooth. Feeling the gentle spiral to those legs, lifting and zipping through those inner thighs. Soft tracking knees always. Down and up. 4 more with me here. 2 more. Now stay down, hold one heel up and down. One heel, then the other. Focus on not popping the heel and staying low in the plie if you can. Shoulders rolled back, but a heavy front of rib cage. Like there's a wall right behind you, staying aligned. 4, 3, 2. Moving into our side bends. Big reach and pull the elbow by the side. Big carve reach. I'm staying in the plie. You absolutely have the option to straighten your knees out of this plie. Choose what feels best. Moving from your core, from your center, active spine, shoulder blades drawn towards one another as we pull that elbow down. Reach and side bend. Reach. Last 2 here. 1 more. Good. From here, find that hold. Maybe on this side, lifting both heels. 1 arm overhead. Maybe both, melt those shoulders. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Shake out those legs. Maybe a quick stretch. We'll get ready for that carousel horse. Breathing in and out, resetting and preparing the body for our next sequence. So I have my right leg in front. So now I have my left leg in front. So make sure it's your opposite leg in front. Your feet are separated hip width. Back heel is lifted. Going down for 2, bending down. Reaching up. I'm gonna widen my stance. I'm looking for that nice straight tracking of that knee. And your pelvis is descending right in between those 2 legs. Making sure we don't favor front or back leg for this sequence. Down for 2. Up for 2. Feeling my inner thighs magnetize towards one another. Feeling my quads and glutes working together. I almost combined those 2 words into quads. 2 more slow. Down for 2. Now find your challenge point. Tiny lift, up an inch, down an inch, up and down. I'm talking barely moving with me. We are feeling this work into the legs, glutes and core. Soft knees, staying out of the knees, soft tracking knees, up and down, building that heat and power in those legs. Go 4, 3, 2 more, 2. Find your hold, maybe floating front heel, maybe it stays flat. Maybe you reach those arms overhead, connecting to our balance. 4-second hold. 4, 3, 2, release. Shake out those legs and we'll get our body ready for first position. So taking a second, resetting, finding some length in those muscles. Meet me in a V position of your feet. Take a second to find that lift through the center. Roll those shoulders back, bend the knees, lift the heels. We go plie, releve, straighten, smooth, lower down, bend, lift, rise, smooth, lower. Think about the quality of movement and the alignment of the body here. Really feeling this lift and magnetization of my inner thighs, especially as I reconnect my heels on the lower. 1 more like this. I lied. 4 more, let's add that arm. Maybe add that ballet arm if you choose to. Down, lift. 2 more like this with me. Bend, lift. Zipping through our center. 1 more like this. Maybe lift and lower, elevate up and down with or without the arm. 1 arm, no arms, or both arms, up to you. I'm really magnetizing my heels, inner thighs, as I lower those heels back down, trying to keep the front of the rib cage heavy. Avoid leaning back here. Up and down. 4 more, then we'll balance. Last 2 with me. Let's find our balance. Growing taller, taller through the body, melting the shoulders down the back. 4, 3, 2, release. We'll get ready for part 2, so take a second, maybe a quick calf stretch, maybe a circle of those ankles. We're gonna get ready for that heel connect. So remember, from your small V, slight lift of the heels if you choose to. You can also stay flat-footed. Scoot the feet together so that the heels are connected and slightly lifted. We'll go straight down and up. Here we go, melting down, rising up. We go down for 2. Think 2 legs becoming 1. So melting and then really zipping and lifting through our center. Melting down for 2, rising up for 2. Down and up. Like drinking a really thick smoothie through a straw. Feel this kind of slurping and zipping through our center. Down. We've got 2 more in this position. Down and zip. 1 more. Now from here, let's bend the knees, hinge the hips, finding our V position chair. Getting ready to rise up. Here we go. Lifting up to straight legs and hinging into our chair. Bent knees. Good. Remember, heels can be lifted and connected, or you can choose to take this flat-footed. Feel that lift and zip, powering through those glutes. Diamond shape to those knees, tracking over the toes as we plie, as we bend through those knees. Up for 2. Our final move of class together. And then we get to stretch and cool things down. 2 more, and then we'll meet in our chair for our final pulses. Find your chair, up and inch, down and inch, little up and down. Diamond shape through the legs, tracking the knees into that small V, power through the core and glutes. Little teeny tiny lift and lower, shoulders roll back, chest open. Last 4, then we balance. 4, 3, 2, stay down and hold. Find that deep, powerful chair. 1 arm overhead, maybe both arms overhead. Final balance of class. Hold for 4, hold for 3, last 2 seconds, 2, and 1. Fabulous, fabulous job. Shake those legs out, wiggle out the body. Let's join together in a flat back. Walk yourself back from your bar, bow your chest. I'm gonna widen my feet even more, and I'm gonna bend one knee, kind of shifting my hips over to one side and to the other. Just taking an alternating knee bend. Opening up through my chest, lengthening and releasing through my back. Stretching through those hips. Let's try to slow down our breathing in this cool down. Let's find center and just hold here, pulling the hips back, bowing the chest, creating this kind of maximum line of energy through arms and spine. When you're ready, slowly rolling up through your body. Let's find our quad stretch. Knowing if picking the foot up like this is feeling difficult, you can always loop something over the foot, a strap, a Pilates ring. We're trying to point that knee down towards the ground. Always knowing you can also take an alternate stretch. If this is just not what your body needs, take something else. Let's take 1 more big breath this side. And when you're ready, switch legs for me. Tracking our knee down to the ground, slight tuck of the tailbone, lifting and lengthening out of our hips. Big breath in and out. Let's take a figure 4 next. Crossing one leg over the top of that thigh, trying to really sit those hips back, but keep those hips square. Bowing our chest, maybe hanging on your chair or counter for a second. Big breath in and out with me. Let's switch legs when you're ready. Let's just make sure that we're not directly on that kneecap. Right above that knee is where I recommend. One more big breath here. Finishing out with a calf stretch. Pressing the back of that heel down into the mat, pressing the hips slightly forward, and maybe choosing to take an additional side bend opener, reaching up and over. Breathing here. One more deep breath, creating length and space in the body. And carefully switching sides. Feet are hip width apart, bending into that front knee, pressing the hips slightly forward, optional side bend over. So it's always gonna be the same arm of the leg that's behind you. Side bending up and over the opposite side. Let's turn, face me, step away from your bar, take some nice big shoulder rolls up, back and down. Finishing class just how we started. Let's take some big arm sweeps, reaching overhead, trying to touch your ceiling and pushing that air away. 2 more, make space in the body. Feel soft and lengthened. Last time, let's connect the hands, bend at the elbows and draw through your heart center. Absolutely fabulous job. That concludes our lower body focused bar class. I hope you had a spicy but fun time through this strengthening and mobilizing sequence. Awesome job and have a beautiful rest of your day.